And so we're walking around Venice and we end up stopping in a wine bar. And there was this juxtaposition of like being in Italy, feeling like everything is magic, feeling like the color of the sunset is like this like beautiful golden hue. Is just like you're walking around like this dreamland, and there's like a canal and a gondola going by, and then you're in this wine bar, like this very like overwhelmingly romantic experience with the city itself.
Right.
And it was like the almost abrupt juxtaposition to when it came to the moment when the waiter asked me, "What would you like?" Where I hesitated. And you know, I find myself sometimes in moments where, specifically around things that I'm not super familiar with, where I feel a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous. I feel like my pauses are in eternity, even when they may have only had seconds, right? And it's like this quiet pressure that's like, my eyes are darting back and forth on the menu, and I'm like, ooh, Cabernet Sauvignon, like I do like that, but am I gonna like it from here? And I'm such a lightweight. I can't, I'm good for like 2 glasses of wine, right? So I've got to choose really strategically. And I got like almost like a little bit like annoyed and frustrated at myself of like, oh my God, Emily, you're in Italy. Right? Everything is gonna be good. Just like pick anything. And I could have asked my friend, and I could have asked the waiter too, but like, there was something about, like, when he said, like, "What would you like?" If I outsource my opinion to someone else, that only takes agency and confidence away from me, right? But the truth of the matter was, I didn't have the confidence to order what I knew I would like, and I really couldn't articulate in fancy wine lingo, right?
Right.
Like, I couldn't even talk about like dryness.
Yeah.
Right. So that was an experience that I had. And then when I came back to New York, was out to dinner with a bunch of my girlfriends from my childhood in the West Village, and experienced kind of like a similar thing. But I noticed that other people at the table were experiencing it.
Yeah.
So, and the more that I talked about it, whether it was like with the woman who cuts my hair or at like business dinners, and I just started being vulnerable about this. Hey, I don't really
Like,
know.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I need to find an answer.
Found out literally almost no one does. Like, unless you actually know a lot about wine, you're either defaulting to something that you just is like, okay, this is my safe bet.
Yeah.
Or you're just kind of like guessing, gambling. Someone else ordered something, you're going along with it. You ask the waiter, they give you their recommendation, and it's just a gamble.
Right.
And I think about, so like that's the experience that I had. And then thinking about it from like a business perspective, when I started recognizing that this was not just me, I started doing a little bit of research. And so I looked into the wine industry and recognized that there was nobody who was actually personalizing wine. And then I read this study in McKinsey that 71% of consumers expect businesses to deliver personalized experiences.
Wow.
Which is, I get that.
Yeah. I was like,
Totally.
yeah, I
I'm like,
want that.
and then I think of, what does that mean for businesses and how do they deliver on that?
Okay.
And what does that mean for industries where nobody's delivering on that? And so to me, I identified a white space. So a lot of people come home from Europe and they've got like some good stories, maybe some souvenirs and like damn good pictures.
Yeah. Like, I came home with an app idea.
Space.